A huge rescue effort is underway after a powerful earthquake struck Iran's mountainous border with Iraq, killing more than 400 people and injuring more than 7,000. It's the deadliest quake in the world so far this year, so powerful that it was felt as far away as the Mediterranean. Most of the dead were in western Iran at Sapol-e-Zahab, about 15 kilometres from the Iraqi border, and criticism of poor state building practices has already surfaced. Anne Barker reports.
The precise moment the earthquake struck was captured on closed-circuit television at Darbandikan, just inside Iraq. As buildings and furniture shook, people are seen running outside in panic, narrowly escaping massive boulders that came barrelling down the road like tumbleweed. At a local restaurant, 2 diners as one suddenly up from their tables and flee as chandeliers shake violently above and plate glass windows crash to the ground. One building nearby collapsed on a 7-member family. Rescuers, including Ali Namik, searched through the flattened debris for survivors. We managed to rescue only 5 of them, he says, while 2 others were killed. It was the first time for me to see an earthquake. It's a divine act that no one can prevent. When the earthquake hit, I was lying in my bed, says survivor Amina Mohammed. We all ran to the corridor and we could see the house collapsing behind us and hear the voice of things falling. We reached the entrance of the corridor and it was blocked, but we managed to open it and take the stairs down to the main gate, and we fell there, and one of the steps fell on my shoulder and it separated me from my son. I think it was only God that saved us. Worst hit were Iran's western provinces, particularly Kermanshah province. Most of those killed were at Sapol-e-Zahab, a town of about 85,000 where the only hospital was destroyed. Hundreds of injured had to be taken by road or helicopter to neighbouring towns and told stories of narrow escape.
I fell from the balcony down. The earthquake was very strong.
The earthquake shattered the window, which fell on me, and it wounded my hand and my face.
The powerful quake's epicentre was just inside Iraq, though the death toll was far higher in Iran, where landslides, power cuts and damaged roads have hampered the rescue effort. And Negar Mortazavi, an Iranian journalist with the London-based Iran International, says substandard housing has added to the death toll.
Part of the new construction or the new projects were done under the previous president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. There's definitely a political discussion going on, but the low standard and low quality of these newly built houses is definitely something that the critics are talking about that contributed to the high death toll.
Where does that leave people then who've lost their homes in this earthquake, who now have to rebuild?
Well, they've lost their homes, and some of them have lost their lives and their families, so there are major questions as far as whether this type of housing and low standard structures are even worse, especially when it comes to higher earthquake-prone areas. But it seems like the debate is definitely going to continue. They are in the crisis management mode right now. But after every major earthquake, there's the discussion of prevention and bringing up the standards, but it seems like the discussion usually is forgotten until the next tragedy hits.
Journalist Negar Mortazavi, a correspondent with the London-based Iran International Media Group, speaking with Anne Barker.